Every 100 years, shrouded in mist, something impossible rises from the Highland Hills. But if you ever find it, you may never find your way back. Welcome back to another episode of Myths Untold. They say in the darkest folds of the Scottish Highlands, past the curling fog and forgotten paths, lies a village untouched by time. A village that only appears once every century for a single day, and then vanishes back into the mists like it never existed. They call it Brigadoon. Some call it a myth. Others say they've been there. They say her name was Fiona, a girl from Brigadoon, the village that appears only one day every 100 years. On one such day, a stranger from the outside world wandered into the village, lost in the mist, but found by Fiona. They fell in love before the sun could set. He promised he'd return, no matter how long it took, but he never did. Some say he died, some say he forgot, but Fiona never stopped waiting. Each time Brigadoon returned, she stood at the forest's edge, the same ribbon in her hair, the same hope in her heart, still young, still waiting. And they say, if you ever find Brigadoon in the fog, you might see her standing there, watching the mist, searching for a love that time tried to erase. But what happens when time finally brings him back, and she's still waiting? Exactly the same. There's a tale told by the descendants of the MacTavish clan, passed down like a warning. In 1784, young Alistair MacTavish, a hunter, went missing for exactly one day. When he returned, his eyes were hollow, and his voice trembled as he whispered about a village that was not on any map, a place where the air smelled like honey and the people looked timeless. He claimed he had danced with a girl who wore clothes centuries out of date. The village had music without instruments, lights without fire. When the morning came, it vanished before his eyes, and so did the girl. He never smiled again. In another account from 1890, an old woman named Elsie Campbell claimed she followed the sound of bagpipes through the fog while searching for her lost sheep. What she found was a celebration, men in kilts, women in embroidered gowns, a wedding feast of such joy it brought tears to her eyes. But when she tried to return days later with her son, there was nothing, only heather and silence. A local shepherd in 1946, before the Broadway musical ever existed, etched strange symbols into a cave wall near Glencoe. He said they were the signs he saw carved into the stones of a place he dared not name, a place he was told never to speak of. The cave remains today. So do the markings. None of these stories have proof. No drawings, no photographs, but all tell of the same thing, a village that emerges for a single day every 100 years.